Have you ever bought something without knowing why, only to realize later that it was exactly what you needed? Sometimes, the decisions we make without thinking turn out to be the ones that know us best. Language works the same way. You hear a word once. You forget it. Later, it returns when you need it most. One of the best ways to learn English is through stories. Because stories don't just teach vocabulary. They help you feel the language, connect to it, and remember it naturally. If you want to learn English in a way that truly sticks, subscribe to Lingverse and leave a comment about what part of the story spoke to you most. It started on a rainy Thursday. Mina had just finished her evening shift at the cafe. It had been one of those slow days. Long lines, broken milk frother, and a customer who complained that the espresso was too emotional. Her apron was damp from a spill, her back ached, and her shoes were cold from puddles on the sidewalk. She usually took the metro home. But that day, for some reason, she turned right instead of left and started walking. After a few blocks, she noticed a small shop wedged between a pharmacy and a bookstore. The lights inside were warm. The windows were fogged. A chalkboard sign outside simply said, "Things you forgot you needed." She stepped inside. It smelled like cinnamon and old books. The shelves were made of old wood. There were no bright colors, no music, just quiet and the soft creak of the floor as she walked. Every shelf was filled with small things, ceramic animals, maps, keys without locks, postcards written in languages she didn't understand. She wasn't looking for anything, but one item stopped her. It was a small wooden box, about the size of a paperback novel. Unpainted, smooth, no hinges, no designs, just 4 sides and a flat lid. It reminded her of something from her grandmother's house, though she couldn't say what. She picked it up. There was nothing inside. She turned it over. On the bottom, in very small letters, someone had carved one sentence. Sometimes the best gifts come with no instructions. She bought it. The cashier didn't say anything, just smiled gently, wrapped the box in soft paper, and handed it over as if Mina had just made a very important decision. Back in her apartment, she forgot about it. She made dinner, called her mother, watched half of a documentary, and fell asleep on the sofa. The next morning, as she was cleaning out her bag, she found the box again. She opened it, still empty, still silent, but this time she didn't close it. Instead, she picked up a pen and tore off the corner of a notebook. On it, she wrote one sentence. "I'm trying, even when it doesn't show." She folded the paper and placed it inside the box. And that was the beginning. She didn't tell anyone, but every few days, after a conversation, a memory, a moment of doubt or a quiet success, she would write something and place it inside. "Today I said no and it felt right. I miss someone I haven't met yet. I am softer than I thought and stronger than I knew." Each note was short, simple, and deeply honest. Weeks passed. The box filled slowly. It became a habit, not a rule. She didn't force herself to write, but the box was always there waiting. One night, after a long walk, she sat by her window, held the box in her lap, and read every note. One by one. Some made her smile. Others made her cry. All of them reminded her of who she was becoming. That same night, her roommate came in, saw her holding the box, and asked, "What's that?" Mina looked down at it, then back up. "It's something I bought by accident," she said, "but now it feels like it bought me." In today's story, you were exposed to expressions like wedged between, as if she had made a very important decision, a habit, not a rule, and reminded her of who she was becoming. These are natural English structures that go beyond basic grammar. They help you think and feel in English, not just translate. At Lingverse, We believe language grows from meaning, not from memorizing rules. If this story helped you learn something today, like this video, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, what's one thing you gave yourself without knowing how much you needed it? See you in the next video.